I think I did that right. Gramm sent a friend request, right? Yo, salute,
Yeah.
man. What's up, baby?
Yeah. Good,
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, man, I can't call it, man. I'm hot, tired. Just got off of work, you know what I'm saying? I rushed to get you in, man. You know how that go.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you even having me, man. You've been a big support.
Oh,
We're gonna
man.
talk about that. We're gonna talk about all of that, man.
Yeah. It's good to finally meet you, bro.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? You stuck by me where I'm trying to figure this whole thing out.
Yeah, and I like where you're going with it, man. I do. You're doing great
I
things,
appreciate
and I
it.
like the heart behind it, especially, man. For real.
Yeah.
I wanted to give you that love and that big up first and foremost. Like what you're doing, it's like a lot. I remember in the early stage of trying to get my music out and wishing that I had someone open to doing a platform like this without all the politics involved.
Definitely.
Just for the love of the music. You know what I mean? Like it's like looking out for the little guy. You know?
That's the whole point. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm not down with all the politics, man. They can keep that, you know what I mean? Nah.
Right.
This is for the music.
And that's why I started rocking with you, because I think when you first hit me up, I started looking up. You always had in your bio what you was about, and so not that really has everything you need to know about a person, but
right.
It puts you in a perspective of where people are sometimes.
Right.
And so I peeped that, and I'm like, all right, cool, homie really like. He about business. He about pushing the mission. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I can rock with all day. It's all the politics in between that where we get lost in translation. It's like,
there you go. Yeah, because they tell you what you can. They tell you what, you know what I'm saying, people should hear and how different things should go. Nah, I'm not rolling with that.
That's wild that you say that. Because I was thinking all day when we talked about having this interview, and I was like, yo, I think what I would want more than anything for people to know is that I believe what I believe, and I'm a believer. You know what I mean?
Right.
But ain't nobody about to dictate what I'm gonna talk about in my music. Like I'm a believer. That's the bottom line. You know.
Right. Yeah.
The subject I tell you, me being a believer is the bottom line.
That's the bottom line. Yeah.
Crutch. It's not the crutch because I don't want to tell you who I am for real. It's not the It's not the crutch or the hide behind because I'm really insecure about myself behind the scenes. You know what I mean? It's
right.
I'm insecure about it. If I'm insecure about myself, I'm the type of guy that I want you to know that I'm dealing with these insecurities. I want you to, you know what I mean? And I
want you to feel it. Like you got to know if I tell you what you need to know, or I tell you what I want to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But nobody about to tell me what I should and shouldn't be saying, or what subjects I should and shouldn't be talking. I live a real life in a real world.
That's what I'm all about, bro. I'm from the streets of New York. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up in the church just like you. Yeah. Definitely. Grew up in the church just like you, man, and in the hood.
Yeah.
So the experience that I have, that's my truth. How you going to tell me I can't tell my truth?
Exactly.
Yes, I'm a Christian, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm a believer.
I have other experiences.
The bottom line. I'm a believer. That's the bottom line. That's no matter else what I tell you, let's see the end bar. Yes, I'm a believer. I trust in God in all issues. You know what I mean? I've been in real situations. I've been in real. I've been for real shot at. I've been real robbed. You know what I mean? Like this.
Yeah, it's real. Some people can relate to, because everybody in this world, everybody got the same story. Your story might just be a little different from mine, I came out of that, so I'm gonna tell it. What happened? Where I'm from, come on, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you. And if
That's
go
what
back to
molded
what you
you.
said.
It's what made you. It's
Right.
every part of the way you talk right now.
Yep.
Is you wearing a hat
Yep.
right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's your
It's
divine. You're
you.
not.
Yeah.
God can use every part of you, and that's where people
Yeah.
miss it. Like it's like y'all, the politics. We talked about this. It's the politics. It's the
They try to
it's up for
dictate everything,
appearances.
man.
You know, everything's up for appearances, and it really is what it really is religion,
Right.
organized
Yeah.
religion on top of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I could do away. You could do anything religiously. You can go to
Exactly.
work every day, get up. That's religious.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I do away with that,
And
you know,
that's what
especially
I
on this
peeped about
platform.
you. That's what I peeped about you
Yeah.
when we first started dialogue, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
don't play with the politics, and that's why I started
Right.
on
Nah.
top. Because I don't have
Yeah.
time at this
I've
stage in
been
my
there.
life. I don't have time. Anything that's going to distract
Yep.
me from my purpose and distract me from the creator, I don't got time.
Yeah.
You know what
There
I
you
mean?
go.
Like I
There
got
you go.
enough. The day is evil enough. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's evil enough.
Tell me
I
about
wake
it.
up and I got mugs that don't want me to be where I am. You know what I mean? Like
Every
the
day.
day is equal.
Every
I
day.
don't need the extra. You know.
Right. Yeah.
So
I hear you on that.
I work out my own soul salvation with fear and trembling,
Yeah. Yeah.
and what you going to get in my music is a reflection of it. The rise, the falls, you know what I mean. I thought I've done a great job of displaying that so far, but
Oh, you did, man.
more is coming
You
because I
did.
want people to know the truth. Like it's yes, the bottom line is I am a believer, but
That's why I like you as an artist
you know,
because, you know, and a person, you know, as I
yeah,
get to know you, because I hear music, you know, and you can tell a person by their music. You know, you got to listen, and you're a poet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, yo, I don't understand his music. You're not really listening. You know what I'm saying? He's a storyteller. I got you. You know what I mean? I'm
always
like, yo,
layered. It's never. I mean, you could read it for face value, but you can't just read it for face value. You
right
got
there. You
it's
go.
layered. I'm telling you two things at a time sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta listen. You better pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna miss that boat. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And I saw
Yeah,
you caught that when you was planning on the show.
yeah.
You was planning on the show for I think it was the first time or the second time. I can't remember, but I was and you said something like, "Yo, you gotta listen." Like I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, yeah."
Gotta listen. Yeah, yeah. Because we be playing music. Because you know, I be looking at cats. You know what I'm saying? Listen to their music or whatever. And I'm constantly on the web just searching for new music. But everybody's not gonna get on Music Diary Group
For
because
sure.
I'm just not gonna put out just anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even though you tell your truth, I still gotta stand it over here. Like whatever your truth may be, you still gotta be hot in the
Exactly.
game. You know, you still gotta be on fire
For sure.
because you gotta also be different because people want to hear something different and something real.
Exactly.
I don't want you to follow so much of that trend over there because I want you to give people something
So
different.
that's where people get that they get lost in translation with that. It's like, all right, like okay, everybody is inspired by everybody else. I mean,
Right.
you are some of your experiences. You are
Right.
you're made up of all of the stuff that you take in, all of the stuff that you process. So as artists,
Definitely. Yep.
you know what I mean. If you have all types of inspirations, it can be movies, it could be other artists, it could be actors, it could be
Yeah.
sculptors, it could be just life moving in itself. All different
Right.
types of things inspire you. And all of that is fine. You know what I mean? Where people get lost at is like, all right, you still got to somehow take that in, and it has to mold you.
Yeah.
It still has to mold you. You are the sum of
It's
your
just education.
Yeah.
It's like you in school, you're learning, and then
Right.
you absorbing it, and then when you absorb it, what do you spit out?
Exactly. So
You gotta spit it out.
I make no as I go on in life and as I move on in music, like, I'm gonna say it here first. I make no apologies or any type of hiding of my love for Jay-Z as a rapper, right? Like he's my
There you go.
favorite rapper.
Yo, you jumped ahead because I was gonna ask you, yo, who was your favorite? Who's
In the
your favorite
world, I'm
rapper,
telling
yo?
you right now, in the world, he was my favorite rapper, right?
Yeah.
And then I took in like because he at that age of my life, he caught me. He caught me, and you know everything from he just literally started laying down the blueprint. So it was like, all right.
Okay. Okay.
But I listened to Jay-Z, and I listened to a whole bunch of other people. Jay-Z, my favorite rapper,
Right.
but
Right.
I didn't try to copy sounding like Jay-Z. You know what I
Right.
mean? It was I took
You
the
learned from him.
experience. Yeah, the experience taught me. You know, the experience helped grow me. It helped mold me. It helped make me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think people lose it because they'll see people and then they'll start imitating.
Right. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And that's what you actually hearing now.
Yeah.
You know, just this bunch of everybody imitating everybody. You know what I'm saying? Instead of because they about the $1 right here, right now. What's good right here? What's popping right here? Instead of looking at, okay, how can I change it up?
Yeah.
How can I flip the thing like Timberland? You know what I'm saying? He got his own style. He changed the game. You know, and hip hop.
Bro, one of the
Nobody's doing that.
is Busta Rhymes, right? Like
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
catalog is
Bust.
ridiculous. Like ridiculous.
It is.
Like
He changed the game too.
right. And so and I think what helped was he was not afraid to be himself.
Right. There you go.
Everybody else was on a different wavelength. He was going against the grain. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's gonna come out and with the you know what I mean, the big hats and
Yep.
everything.
And then now check this out. Now with that being said, what is your creative process when you start writing and making a song?
Okay, so I used to be real into like watching movies, like just one of my favorite movies that'll put me in the mood.
Yo, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
No, I said I used to be able to I used to watch movies. Like certain movies would get me in the mood in a writing mood. I get inspired by a lot of different movies. But lately here, it's now that I got my own setup and I don't have to, you know, I can take time and really create and build and do what I need to do. I just really take time and I just channel it. Like I don't even actually write anything down anymore. It's
Oh really?
Yeah.
You got a little Wayne thing going on.
It's a mood, and once I'm in the mood, and once I catch the mood, really when listening to the beat, I can really tell how everything needs to go, right? And so it's filling in the blanks at that point. Like, all right, I can catch the rhythm of how I'm about to do it, and
right.
The blanks. Once I got the subject, it's filling the blanks. Now it's whatever I feel on the subject. Now you getting you know, straight through. You know what I mean? Like from God's mouth to y'all ears. Boom.
Yeah.
And that's how I've been working as of late. But yeah, before I used to get inspired by like watching movies. One of my favorite ones that I used to really watch was Creed. It just always
That's very inspiring though. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, I got
the underdog story, man. That's
me too.
That's my jam. Like the rags to riches, the anybody can become somebody, the ones you least expect, you know, coming out on top. That's my story. That's my life. I root for stuff.
I like them joints.
For real. And that's my message in life. You know what I mean? You could come from anything.
Right, definitely.
And
definitely
you could come from anything, man. For real.
Yeah, it's about what do you believe? You know what I'm saying? That you gotta believe in yourself, because sometimes you're gonna have people that's not gonna believe in you.
Facts.
It's majority of everybody,
Bro,
you know. And
I mean,
what are you gonna do if you have nobody who's gonna believe in you?
And people need to know up front that it's a challenge. It's a challenge, because if you're not secure in yourself already, and they catch you at the building stage, which like me, I was caught. A lot of people put their opinions in their mouth on me when I was coming up as a youth early on, just because they saw what it could be. You know what I mean? And
Right,
because
right,
they was afraid of where they was in life, they put insecurities that I wasn't even on. And then I started internalizing certain stuff. Now it was just like, oh, now when I go to write down and I'm conscious of what I'm being conscious of what this person feels and what this person thinks.
right.
Bro, that stuff is hurting. Like, for real, you got to live your own life. You got to live your own
You do
truth.
at the end of the day.
Like, you got,
Yeah,
like you got to and respect everybody else's. Respect
yeah.
everybody else's. Like,
You have to though.
I'm not here to bash anybody else's way of believing. If you ask me, if you asking me about mine, I'm gonna tell you what mine is and
Right.
what the truth is. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
But I'm
definitely.
not here to I'm not even here to mold with your opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just passing through. We could be
Yeah, yeah.
tonight.
Just give you a little something.
Yeah,
You know what I
hey,
mean?
yeah, we could be shooting tonight. And if you asking, because that's
Yeah.
what it is. Most people they get it. You know what I mean? Well, real recognize real, light recognize light. You,
Yo,
you know,
you ain't never lying.
you
Yo,
feel
I
me?
mean, but see, that's what's missing. Everybody don't understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, but I would say this. So I'm gonna go back to what you were saying about, Jay-Z
yeah,
was like one of your influences.
yeah, yeah.
Personally, AZ. I don't know if you know
Yeah, I
AZ.
know A.
AZ's Minds, bro.
He just dropped the album, which was phenomenal.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's crazy because I didn't even get a chance to listen to that yet,
Oh,
but I will.
it's worth. It's worth.
You heard
Especially
it?
as an AZ fan, you'll love it. You'll love it.
Oh yeah, man, I'm diehard AZ
Yeah,
joint, man.
you're gonna love
Woo.
it because it's
So
AZ back.
see, okay, see.
Yeah,
So check this out. So you grew up in the hood and you grew up in the church.
yeah.
How has that affected your life and affected your music? Like, what do you think? How did it play a role into who you are today? Because
Um,
sometimes you get people say, you a little church kid, but at the same time, you are artist, and then you
right.
got the church. You can't do that type of rap. What you doing?
Well, see, that's okay. So yeah, I can definitely answer that. My bad, I had to switch location.
Oh no, you good.
I can
You good,
definitely
man.
answer that.
I know you family man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I'm over here too, yo. Whatever.
It's crazy. So I grew up in Camden, New Jersey, right? And if you
Oh, I know South Jersey.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you know, you know, and I ain't really got
Yeah, I know.
too much about what that's about. We was in the heart of Camden, New Jersey, like a town called Pollock Town, right? You got to go through Pollock Town to get anywhere else in Camden. Like, it's the heart, right? Smack
Okay.
dab, and I was raised by my aunt and uncle, and they raised us they raised us up in church. They raised us to believe in God. They taught that. And
Right.
in the 90s, in the 80s and 90s too, you know what I mean? It was crucial. It was crucial. I'm kind of glad they did, because it
Right.
was
That was like a
because of
rough
that
time too,
fear.
bro.
It was because of that fear of God. I believe it saved me and my brother's lives thousands of times. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, definitely.
It was coming up. It was a struggle because it felt like we was the only ones on it, right? The whole hood was like on whatever they wanted to be on,
Right, yeah.
and we was the only ones that had to come in early because our people cared and they wanted us to come in and pray, or we couldn't come out.
Yeah, so it was always something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had to go to church on Mondays and Wednesdays, and Wednesday night prayer, and then Friday night service. You know what I mean? Like, my friends, they made fun of us. They didn't understand. Well,
Right.
you know how I go, church boy, church boy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we growing up still in that same environment. So, we coming home from church and we gotta hurry up and duck because it's a shootout going on right in front of the
Right.
crib. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
my brother,
That's
you know what I
real.
mean? My little brother out there, like, we scared just like everybody else. We believe that,
Right.
but we scared just like everybody else. When we hear the gunshots at night, you know what I mean? like trying to go to sleep, hearing people getting murdered in the back.
Yeah.
In the back, you know what I mean? It's like hearing people yelling and calling the cops, knowing they not coming for like 3 hours until
they're not coming. Yeah.
Or if they come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're like delivery people. They ain't coming right now.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it was just one of those things where we was just in the thick of it. And it was a tug of war. It was a tug of war. You know what I mean? I want to keep it a G. Like,
yeah.
At most times in my life, I was being led astray. You know what I mean? But the core belief that was put into me is, in real life, what saved my life dozens of times when I did go astray. You know what I mean? Like, just having awareness and having the knowing and the connection to the Creator.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
so it's like something that you felt like you knew.
You can't.
You know.
Once you, it's like you know, once you wake that baby up, it's like you might as well turn on the lights, bro. It's going back to sleep no time soon. Like you.
Yeah. Nah, not at all. Not at all.
So, as I was going out doing my 1-2 thing, and then I just had family that, you know what I mean. They was just all the people that I admired, the drug dealers. They had the money. We was broke. We loved God, but we was poor. It was cold.
There you go.
We lived with the roaches and rats. It was cold. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm looking at who got it. You know what I mean? Like, and then now that's wrestling with my core with everything. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yep.
You want that type stuff. So you
and that goes on. That's everywhere. You know, every state, people have that same story.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't help but I'll always go back to the music, because what Music Diary Group is, it is like, you know, the diary part is where if you are a poet, you writing your thoughts down on paper.
Yeah.
You know, you getting it out. Because if you keep all that bottled up inside of you, man, you know what that could do to you?
Yeah.
Sometimes some people use this, some people use their fists. It's aggression, but here's a way where you can use that and flip it and turn it around. You know what I'm saying? It's therapeutic.
Think about the people who don't know what their creative outlet is, and they just live with it folded up inside them. They don't do nothing.
Right.
They just live, you know, shells of their former selves. Right.
Right.
They sit
definitely.
there, they even know potential. They definitely living beneath their potential. They don't even know where their potential even begin. You know.
Right.
And then and that's why, like I said, for your platform, just even knowing what it's about, like, that's big, because I think music has always been the universal language, no matter what.
Yeah, always from day one, bro.
Proven time and time again. How can a person like DMX be famous all over the world and everybody know the lyrics like we do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's universal. But everything is music, bro. Everything is music.
It's music. Music is like it's the universal language. It has to be.
Yes.
The truth. It's the truth. And so like everybody like music of some kind. Like, I mean, if you don't rock with,
you might be a jazz person, but you like some kind of music.
You could be into, I don't know, what's that new wave of music? I don't know the name of it. But it's over in Japan. It's going crazy right now. K-pop.
See, I gotta look that up.
K-pop. I think it's called or something.
What is it called?
K-pop. I want to say.
I'm gonna look that up.
But it's just like I know certain people that like that stuff. I got put on to that. I didn't even know that was a thing. You know what I mean?
You might have put me on something.
You know? So people like different type of music. So what I'm saying is that what we all share as humans, no matter what your genre is we share love, we share heartache, we share pain, we share
pain,
we share thoughts of violence, because it's all human experiences. So you can pick your genre and you can still feel that spark, that, you know, it can still hit you right where it needs to hit you. You know, if that's what you
and that's why I love to have a platform.
Experiences. Hey, do you got a dog? Yes. Do you like your meals? Yes. You know what I mean? Like,
That's real talk.
And so it's like when I say music is the universal language, it hits you wherever you at.
That's right.
No matter what genre.
At any time too. You know, I always say this. Whatever you talk about in your music, whatever you sing about, somebody's gonna relate to it.
Facts.
Somebody, somewhere. So when I write music, right? Because I'm not really a strong hip hop artist, but I could write praise and worship.
What was your origin? I definitely wanted to know. But go ahead, continue.
I. So I'm not a strong hip hop artist, writer, whatever, but praise and worship songs, I got that out the bag. And I like writing those versus like hip hop, me writing, because I'll be like, because I'm my own worst. I mean, dope. I could be in the studio, people hate me because we got to do it like I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, here you go. But I'm a strong writer, praise and worship. So when I do write praise and worship songs, I go to God first, ask him to use me.
Yeah.
And whatever's in my heart, I write it out. You know what I'm saying? And then when I usually write those songs, people's like, man, I'm going through that today. I just came out of that situation.
People don't understand that's real. Like that divine connection.
Yeah.
That's real. Like, do you ever start writing and be like, I don't even know where this is going, and then at the end,
like,
oh, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's what exactly. Yeah, the finished product.
How it got to making full sense, or how it even was a complete thought. You were just pulling what you heard, like
right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you listen back and like, huh.
It's like, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. That used to be one of my, when I did still write. That was what happened to me all the time. It was like, I don't even know where I'm going with this first thought, but this is where I'm.
Speaking of that, yo, speaking of that, the last track you did, the NJ Drive, yo, dude, yeah, I need to know what inspired you to do that song, and what was the process to do that song, because that was different.
So the other guy that's on that track with me, his name is Rain Candace. That's my right-hand man.
Yo, I butchered his name the first time. My wife was like, yo, his name is Rain. I call him Region. I said, yo, Region Candace. She was like, nigga, what?
Kick out of that. No, but that's my right hand. We actually met in college, right? He from Trenton originally.
Okay.
And so we met in college, and it's a long story, but I'm a short it. We met in college, and once we met in college and we had in common that we was from Jersey, we became friends. You know what I mean? Even though growing up, our hoods didn't really bang with each other like that, but we even addressed that in the beginning. Like, I know our hoods don't like each other. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I ain't knowing that right now.
Like, yo, you trying to do a song? What you trying to do?
And, that same day, I didn't even know he rapped yet. When we had that conversation, I didn't even know. And that same day, we was auditioning to we was joining this ministry group in college of people who they did step, they did mime, they had choirs, a whole bunch of things. It was like a whole little urban based evangelistic type deal, right? Shout out to Bridging the Gap, by the way. Which is what it was called. But we met there, and when we auditioned to get on there, he just started rapping. They pulled out a camera and he started rapping, and I watched this man transform before my eyes, and I'm like, I didn't even know you. Like I just respected his art ever since then. And I met a whole bunch of other individuals through there, which we'll speak about at a later date. But me and him started doing music together there, and then we kind of got popular on campus throughout our college for doing music. So we started building a name for ourselves. And this song is a song that's coming from an album that was always promised to our fans, that people who knew us, right?
all right.
We was always promising them, we gonna give y'all a joint album, y'all want it, we gonna give y'all. But life happened, you know.
Right, exactly.
And we was trying to figure it out, and us wasn't making it back to school, and you know,
that's just the reality of it, bro.
We couldn't deliver at the time, but we stayed connected, and we stayed doing music as however we could, you know, even if he had to send me a verse or whatever, or we had to do the whole email thing. But once I got my own setup, I told him, I was like, look, bro, we locking in, we gonna knock this out. And I think unanimously we just knew what the title of the album needed to be, which is New
Drive. Because that was your common thing.
Yeah.
That was your connection,
He was like, bet. So once we started, once we got into the mode, like, all right, we for real doing this. Like, no matter what happens in life, no matter,
we're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
That's a decision.
Your dog gets shot tomorrow. I don't like.
Right.
You better write about it and let's deliver. Like, you know what I mean? But I was like, we can't come up short. So we started in. And once we started liking what we was. It started to feel like, I mean, like no time that went by. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That song.
So it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
You know, it feels good. You know, you're like, okay, let me see how it's gonna go. But
people who are fans of us, who knew what it was in our college, like they understood what it meant. You know what I mean? So So we did that one effortlessly. That one was like once we decided, you know, on the production, we picked out all the production that we wanted, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we decided what was going to be what. It was like, all right, and we went right back in the ride and bike mode, which back in the day when we would be in the studio, it would be whatever he go in there and he feeling and he say, and we say the subject matter is, then my job is to come in there and clean up.
And go right behind him and do it, Yes.
So he can come.
Yes.
Sporadic. That's always been his. That's why they call him Rain Cannons. He come in wild. I think of the Matrix where they had all the Uzis and stuff, and he clearing out the room, and then anybody he missed, I'm getting hit shots because I'm technical with my rhymes.
I know.
So when I'm putting it together, if I'm setting you up for the punch, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. You know.
I think you guys made a great team because you balance each other out, man. That's what I felt on this record. I was like, yo, this is a great balance.
Yeah.
I mean, straight up. And you don't really hear a good collab.
That's our relationship. That's been the dynamic of our whole little thing. He, like I said, he took the track and we came up with the subject. All right, this is what this song gonna be about. Say less. Boom. He went off, did his thing. He sent me a video of him rapping. Him rapping his.
You was like,
And I'm talking about same day, I was like, say less. Boom.
Yeah.
And then I just went and recorded. I sat down. He caught me on it.
There you go right there. What up, Rain? Yo, we were just talking about you. You just came in right at the perfect time.
Yeah. He caught me on it. We talking about you, bro. He caught me on the day that I had time to write. And I was like, it ain't no way in the world like that. It's our camaraderie. It's the it's I'm like, bro, he not about to do me like this. He know what I mean. Like, not about to do me like this, bro.
That's funny.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
yeah.
Do me like this, and he got off. He did what he did, and so and like I said, I sent it right back to him, and he was looking at me like, boy, like.
That record worked. I mean, it's a good yin and yang, man.
Yeah,
you guys make a great team because
we got
we played it like 8 times. It was like I played it, boom. Because if you can't get to me in the first couple of seconds of a song, I don't even want to listen to the whole joint, man.
Yeah.
The whole package, because my background.
Bro delivered from the top of the song to
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Delivered. And it's one of those super organic things. It was like You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He told me where he was going, and like I said, I came in and cleaned up.
You know what a duel you guys remind me of? Redman and Method Man.
Hey,
Dude, yo,
you know.
yo, what? What?
That was our whole mantra.
Oh, that was your whole thing?
Yeah, that was like, yeah. We was like,
Yo, I could see that though.
That's crazy.
I could see that.
Yeah. Truly carried that. Like,
Yo, somebody gave that heart. Yo, somebody knew.
Carried that in real life. And you know what I mean? I mean, just like the song said, we was known for rapping. We was known for being lovers of God, but we did not play like about anything else. You understand me? Like, foolishness was not tolerated. Foolishness against the man was not tolerated, and we made sure everybody knew it. We made sure. And it was like, and I'll sit down and pray with you afterwards. Like, stop.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Like, please.
And you know what? You ain't gotta apologize to nobody about none of that.
Right.
Keep your apology. I don't know. No, that's not what we doing.
Yeah, we made a name. We made a name just around campus for that. So, the song, and then in the song, we're giving you real experiences, real attitude, but we're painting a picture. This is just a puzzle to a larger story we telling.
You're storytellers, man.
This is a puzzle to a larger story. If you're from Jersey or any type of hood, really, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it in the long run. But at the same time, we're here to make great music, and that's what you got.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's just a feel good record. We knew it when we got it, and then when we started letting people hear it, you know, around us, and they was giving us the same response, which is rare because you know what, I've never gotten a record where everybody had the unanimous response that you know it was great. So when I was getting
that's different. Like, oh, that's big, man.
Yeah. I was like, oh well, let me run with this. I need to see if other people out in the world agree with y'all. The response so far has been the same. You know, anybody who gets to listen to it, they love it. You know.
See, that's your calling. Yeah. See, when something like that happens, you know you're in the right direction. Right. And if it feels good, it feels right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can get a feeling, and it could be a little off. Like, just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean it's right.
Right.
You just have to pay attention to all the elements. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. You know,
that's true. You gotta. You gotta. It's important. It's important to know where to be. It's important to show the right time. It's important to know because timing is important. God is all
very much so.
Right? Like, we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing before it's time, and we can't do nothing after it's time. You will.
There you go. Okay. Okay.
It's time, and when it's done, it's done. You feel me? When and so, you know, I just felt like we at the time, because if you knew the backstory to me getting bro to actually like getting him back to doing music more consistently, you know what I mean? You would know when I say timing is everything. Timing is everything. I put in work with bro, like I said, life happened, and it's been years. Like, bro, like we gotta get back to the people, like. You know, started something. Let's finish it. And he was always with it. But every time we would go to get to started, life would happen with either him.
Oh wow!
Or you know what I mean. And then after a while, I started telling him like, bro, like this starting to feel like we being like set up like every time.
Yeah. You know? See, that's the time to keep pushing. If you know something happened, that's the time to be like, yo, hold on. We on the right track.
Patterns, like all right, you mean to tell me every time we go to do this, some type of opposition, this a pattern, bro. And then once I start realizing this a pattern, and I'm the type of nigga I'll be like, well, look, you're not about to dictate to me what's about to be my life.
Yeah.
Tell me what
definitely
I can do, like, and that's been my whole life. People trying to tell me what I can and can't do. And like I said, after a while, you know, when I wasn't in the right place in my life, I started buying into it and let their insecurities become my insecurities. But once I came up out of it, it's like, bro, I ain't never going back. Like, I
Right.
ain't never
Right.
going back.
Because you can see a difference.
For sure. For sure. It's like you can see, it's like the mist go away, right? It's like feeling like, yo, all right, I'm for real looking with clarity now. I really want to actually make an effect in this world.
Right.
I don't want to just, you know, be a regular face in a crowd. Like I want to actually do my part. Whatever I was put here to do, I need to do that, and I can't let your
Right.
opinion, and I can't let your opinion, and you know, what I mean,
Right.
put any type of extra guards or restrictions.
Everybody has so many opinions, bro.
Exactly.
And then if you hear all of that,
And then you start like mentally building the bars around yourself. Well, I ain't gonna say that because I don't want to finesse one.
okay,
I ain't gonna say that because I don't want. And now you in the cage that you
stop yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You in the cage.
So you know you just hold up. This is what I'm going to do. Decision, and I'm gonna stick to that. I don't care what you say, and I don't care what you saying. This is what I'm doing right here.
Now that don't mean that, you know, people like because I know some of the folk out there. It don't mean that people don't need to be checked every now and then.
Right, definitely.
You know what I mean? Accountability
it's how you check them. It's how you check them.
Accountability is always key, right? So if you feel like, you know, somebody you know is falling off or not moving to the past, not because it's the best interest of what you want for their life, but if it's not in the best interest of their life, not because of what you believe, but based off of what you know they believe. And if you love that person, right, you talk to them according to that. If it's really truly all love with that person, then you holler at them niggas according to that. You don't holler at them because you was taught that your pappy and your brother and your uncle told you that.
I totally agree.
People who believe like this, move this way. No. Is it conditioned for his life? If you love him, you know his story. You need to be dealing with, hey, bro, this don't move well with your story. This one, you know.
Right.
Don't go well. Like, you know what I mean? Recheck.
That's right.
Adjust. See what's going on. The picture a little crooked.
And it's okay to do that.
And
it's okay.
If you real, you know what I mean? Real gonna recognize real. Like,
yeah, there you go.
You know what?
Sometimes you have to adjust, man. Sometimes you got to take a step back to move forward. It's okay.
Everybody. You know what I mean? No man has arrived. No, not one. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
there you go.
No,
there you go.
One. That's written. So we and we instructed to put our armor on every day because the days are evil. Pray without ceasing. Like, these things are.
There you go. Yeah.
These things are.
Man, I pray, dude. I pray all the time.
But here's the thing: people want to be preaching all of this stuff, but they don't want to truly live it. Like, they don't want to truly, like, y'all want to condemn and point out and you know what I mean, point fingers at because this person ain't moving how you feel like they move. But
it's not about that,
they
right?
ain't even really living the core beliefs of what you move in love. You know what I mean? Grace. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there you go. There you go.
What we talking about? You so quick to run up on this one and try to point out what they got going on, but in your life you struggling here.
Yeah.
Work out your own soul salvation with fear and trembling. If you got time to be worried about what I'm doing, and it's a safe bet you not working out your own soul salvation with fear and trembling.
There you go.
You feel me?
You gotta be.
Not to be. I ain't got time to be looking at how he move. But if I see something and it look weird to me, yo, okay, cool. I'm gonna let you know what I gotta let you know. Like, yo, you moving a little
right,
and then I'm off it. If you can take it how you need to take it because you're supposed to be working out your own soul, and then I got it going because I need to be working out my own soul side.
Right.
Like, my days are evil, bro. Like, I don't win every day.
Right.
I don't win every day.
Same here.
You know me? I don't win every day, and I don't want to put on the gas like I do. I don't.
Right, definitely. I mean, you can, you know, like you always will say, like, you have to be real with yourself at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You have to be real with yourself.
You can't be real with nobody until you real with yourself. Well, you got to first.
Because you with yourself 24. There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I got Daisy here.
Hey!
Hey!
Gramm!
Nice to meet you.
Rain is on this joint too.
Oh, wow, okay.
Well, you can't see him, but you know he's down there.
Yes.
Yo,
hi.
our sound went down for some reason, so you gotta kind of like hear when Sean called. But yo,
let me see if I come closer, if I can get you.
Somebody called and it jacked. I was getting mad calls while we was on this joint, and it just jacked my whole sound up. But yo, before we get out of here, right? We got a new thing that we do, and you're gonna be like the first artist to test it out.
Okay.
We're gonna break it in.
We're gonna break it in. It's called the sermon.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna give you a word. You have 1 minute. All right, 1 minute to bring it home. Give me a word and bring it home within 1 minute.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, just pull it out.
You gotta pull out your butt. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like a cipher.
Yeah, it's a cipher. You know what I'm saying?
With a word.
Let's see what we got.
All right.
You want to pick, or you want me to pick?
Yeah, let me pick that joint. You shake it up.
I'll shake it up as best I can.
Nah, she be lying. Yo, let me see if she be lying. Everything say the same thing?
No.
All right, we got the paper. We got a little paper in here, right? That you're going to shake it up. I just want to make sure she can put everything on the same.
No, just pick one.
All right.
It's
not,
the
same word?
Why would it be the same word?
I don't know. All right, I'm going to pick a word. Pick a piece of paper.
Pick it.
Ready?
Yeah. You'll put it over there.
All right. The desert.
That's just for you.
That's just for you. The desert.
Well, look, you see.
All right, let me start it. Let me start the time.
The Moses of old.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I gotta start the time. Ready?
Hold up. Yo, when we say go, the clock starts right there, all right?
All right, I got a minute.
Yeah, you got a minute to give your sermon and bring it on home. So you have 1 minute to do a whole sermon.
Okay.
That joy gotta be fire, all right? All right.
All right, ready?
Hold on, what's that?
That's 1 minute.
Okay, all right, my bad.
Okay, ready? Go.
You know, we all
started.
Get in our desert experience sometimes. And in that desert experience, it's either a time for us to learn something or we being taught something about obedience. Don't miss your promised land, though, because every desert experience is for ending promised land. So my sermon to you is, if you feel like you're in the desert right now, your promised land is coming, but don't let your anger keep you in the desert. Boom.
He did
that in 30 seconds. Yo, so the first one, we got to put that on the board. Hold up, G. Hold up. Gramm did that 30 seconds. Because, you know, that's going down on our paperwork.
But, you know, we stitched it together.
30 seconds.
We do this all the time. We pick stuff on the road. Like, go, give me a word.
I like that.
Yeah, we were like, yo, give me a word. So that's how we came up with it.
Coming up with some deep stuff.
Yeah, we come up with some deep stuff, yo.
Okay. Well, I'm prepared for the next time. No.
You ain't gonna know. You can't prepare. Because it's gonna be different words.
You just gotta pull it up out of your spirit.
I'm gonna know that I'm in the word, so I'll make.
Yeah, you be prepared. Yeah, be prepared. Yo, I'm gonna say this to you, man, before we get up out of here. Yo, shouts out to you and the new father and all that. Your daughter's what, like 11 months old?
Thank you. She's 10 months. She'll be a year and 2 months. And she walking and getting in and everything, but I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started walking.
Wait till she start hitting. You were like, yo, she gonna slap you, pow.
She there. We started work on that earlier tonight.
Yup. But listen, man, there's gonna be other times, man. I just want to say thank you for stopping by. There she go. She's so adorable. Look at her. Yo, she look like you, fam. That's your kid. You can't deny that.
Yeah, looking just like my mom.
DNA gonna say, look, DNA gonna say, you coming here for real? Nah, you look just like her.
Nah, for real. I ain't even no point in me going on Mari. I already know.
Nah, they gonna, she gonna, Lauren Lake gonna be like, really? You know how ghetto she is. Really?
They come out them boo. They don't even want to hear nothing I got to say. Boo. I get it.
Hey, yo, it's a pleasure, man. I thank you for stopping by, and shouting it out with us real quick, man.
Hey, and pleasure to meet you officially, Miss Lady.
Nice to meet you, too.
I'm going to keep watching, and thank y'all for being a fan, for real. Y'all help us.
Oh, definitely, man.
I was going through a point where I felt like I wasn't, I didn't want to do this anymore, and it was because I was trying to readjust myself, you know what I mean? And you were very helpful. It was like you was a godsend, for real, when you came in my DMs for the first time, and it was like, what? Like, you want to listen?
Listening?
Yeah.
Then when I found out, like, you was for real a fan, I was like, bro, like,
yeah.
Hey, so
I'm a fan.
It helped reignite what's coming, and you ain't gonna be mad at what's coming.
Yeah. Can't wait for new music, man. And a good relationship, because I love, at the end of the day, to develop a relationship. You got Rapzilla and all these other guys, they're over the internet, but no. I like to get, I'm a people person, man. I got to be involved with the people. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
Me too. I'm like that. I feel like once we build, I get more comfortable as we build them, because I'm getting to know the person.
There you go.
If you treat me like a business transaction, then I start to feel like that.
There you go. Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
But yo, shout out to you, for real, and both of y'all for holding us down, holding me down, holding my family. It's been beneficial to my family. Like, it's a reigniting going on right now. You know what I mean? My daughter loving the music. She my new music tester. So if she don't buy, it's not even.
Thank you, man.
Y'all ears. You know what I mean? I used to be the decider, but now I play it for my daughter. Now, like, I gotta get out my own head. I play it, and if she start going, or if she starts or whatever,
perfect.
Oh, we going with it. We gonna run with it.
Perfect.
Went out there, we got out. I played with her. She started losing her mind. Like, Dad, for real? Dad, for real? Your dad. Yes. Yeah, but nah, it's coming, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right.
Peace out. I gotta go get the little.
But yo, we will build, and we'll have more conversations. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, my man.
Reaching out, bro. All love. One.
Nah, you get off this thing. That's the key. Yo, Grant, how you stop this thing, man? Stop playing.
I can't get off neither.
Yo, me either. Try to figure it out, man.
You supposed to even save these Jones either.
I said, are you sure you want to end your live? Yeah. I think I'll save it right here.
Yeah. Make sure you save it.
Yeah. Try that, man.